Ryan Reynolds. As owner of Mint Mobile, my goal is to save our money so we can save you money. So, by using this $400 stock video as our home.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And we are underway from Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman.
The nigga off you. Oh shit, turned up there, boy. That shit back, man.
Inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll get this to Coleman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson on the screen. This is Coleman.
Man, come on, man.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back if he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air yet again, Watson.
Fuck. Hell yeah. Damn.
Complete on the diving effort. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dietrich Wise.
My bad,
bury him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. Toward the
kid,
sideline.
wow.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down.
Another hit my charger.
And that's good enough for a first down. from the red zone now. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
You gonna go there for the order?
For the extra point.
How long will it take? That 20 minutes.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From way up at the 23.
Man, he's playing.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. As that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, Watson.
I ain't got time to add to
it. That's Collins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Watson off play action. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. But he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8th.
Make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. from way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Bentley.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean
Go to what's it called?
Possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2
Wayne.
first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, they go back to right again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Watson now to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's able to get it to Coleman. Touchdown! Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Jones. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, offensively, they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll be all right.
After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes.
I'm surprised how your mama got down bringing that.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Don't come too early.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
How the hell Kaylee get back?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the score where it is, I think they'd love to get back to the locker room. They may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Jones airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, they'll run with White. White's got a first down and more. Powering his way forward. They can't tackle it. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 38-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watson on 3rd down.
Boom.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, you got to come get that. Wow.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, a career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Coleman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Jones.
Get down. Ah, you gotta get
knocked
that
away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
Oh.
And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Harris. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Again, it's Watson. Complete to Dorsett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
4 yards remain for second down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. It's Coleman here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.